because when you call his office, they will say it's that they're separate and that's why they can't participate. And I've tried to tell them, even if that's the case, the most important thing is to defund Obamacare. But if all of us in this room would call Cornyn's office sometime this week, Monday morning preferably, and just flood his office with calls, and that's what I've been trying to get people to do for a long time, I think they would have to end the listen. And we need to let him know that we're so displeased that we had this meeting without him, and that should be a big indictment against his agenda. And we need to remind him every time we call that we're his bosses. He needs to listen to us because we employed him, in other words, elected him. We pay his salary, and we expect him to do what we want him to do.
I'm a member of the Northeast Tarrant Tea Party. The other night, I believe it was Monday night, we had 2 representatives that came from the Congress. Did a pretty good job. Afterwards, we had a couple people from our state legislature. And what I'm leading to is basically saying, when the people get to Washington, they forget about us.
Yeah.
What I'm saying, what I'm asking the population here today, and I'm asking it because the Northeast Tarrant Tea Party and a couple other people did it. When is the last time this population in this room decided to check to see what their representatives are doing? From the local level all the way up to the federal level. My guess is not many of you. And I've been saying for the last 10 years that it's our fault. We let them do it. And as these people are standing here right now saying, let's defund Obamacare, I agree.
Oh, sorry.
But when is the last time you people actually checked to see what they're doing? Because like other people are saying in the room, they work for us, we pay their salary, but yet we're not following through on what they're supposed to be doing. That's my question. What are we doing in this room to make sure that they understand what the heck they're supposed to be doing when they go to their representative spot? Thank you.
Can I address that question? And that, I love you, my man. And I love the Northeast Tarrant Tea Party. If anybody gets an opportunity to go visit them, they're a great, great organization and they're doing great work. So here's the thing that you need to do, and you need to be smart about when you check on your lawmakers. Don't just look at the voting record. Because we all can read the Heritage Foundation and figure out which way our lawmakers are supposed to be voting. In most cases, they're going to come out like they're looking like they're voting conservative. But the real question is, what are they doing to fight for you? Do you see them on Fox News? And I say, do you see them on MSNBC? Because that's the place they need to be going. Don't preach to the choir on Fox News. Take the battle to the left. Do you see the lawmakers out there? Are they holding town hall meetings? Folks, John Cornyn not holding town hall meetings is nothing new. This is right out of the incumbent's playbook. You know, I was watching a Cowboy game the other night. You ever watching the Cowboys play the Steelers? The fans are going crazy against each other in the stands, right? They're screaming and yelling at each other. They're mad. They hate each other. And then what do you see after the game? The Cowboys the Cowboys players and the Steelers players, they're in the middle of the 50-yard line, high-fiving each other and saying prayers. That's what's going on in Washington. The Democrats and the Republicans, they might as well all be the same up there. And they're laughing at all of us. So when you look at what your lawmaker is doing, don't just look at his voting record. Look at what he actually did for you. What he actually did to change the direction of where we're headed.
All right, Senator Cornyn, I want to know, since you serve on the Finance Committee, how can you accept not to defund Obamacare? Our federal treasury is about ready to go belly up in the bond market. Interest rates are going to rise. We're all going to become Detroit. You know, we, the American people, also want to know, where's our waiver for us? You got it for yours. You And for everybody else here, I highly recommend that you go to the website and tell all your friends about the Citizens Council for Health Freedom. Twyla Brace has been on top of this, and she's documenting, and she's also sending out emails to anyone who wants to get it on what's happening in the healthcare. It's ludicrous. I mean, just as an example, on the exchanges, there are 4 different types of plans. You get bronze, silver, platinum, gold, whatever. It's all the same insurance policy with different rates for your deductibles. You might as well take the cheapest one because it's going to be the same thing for everybody. And that's just one instance. But you work on the Finance Committee. How can you even begin to run our country and help it to get out of the terrible deficits and principles and interests that we're going to be facing without adding this to it?
I'll make this really short. My name's Ed Bales from Fairview, Texas. I emailed Senator Cornyn